On the campus of Marquette University, a peaceful revolution is underway, led by a graceful woman. Kristina Ropella is a former ice skater turned ballroom dancer. But this is just one facet of an incredible lady.
Quick, quick, slow, and quick, quick, slow.
Dancing is a hobby for Kristina Ropella. Outside the Fred Astaire Dance Studio, she's best known as Dr. Kristina Ropella.
And I want you to go to an alpha value of 0.025.
Teaching is one of Dr. Ropella's passions.
The T value is what? Slightly greater.
But Dr. Ropella is more than a college professor. She's also Dean of the College of Engineering at Marquette University. She's one of only dozens in the country.
As engineers, you're going to be trying to come up with a solution that at least serves, let's say, 95% of the population.
She pushes to increase racial and gender diversity within the college.
As engineers, we talk about how we want to solve the world's problems and we want to serve the world. But if we want to serve the world, then we need to look more like the world we serve.
That's why Dr. Ropella finds mentoring so crucial. Senior Mia Shunk is her mentee.
Anything from life to school, really everything and anything I need to. She's always open and willing to talk. If you need help, she's always there.
What are the other young ladies saying when they see, oh, Dr. Ropella is leading up this School of Engineering?
They think it's amazing. I know all my other friends are in engineering. They're like, wow, you have a female dean. That's so cool. And someone who wants to personally get to know their students is even better.
Dr. Ropella works to change the equation of women in her field. Females make up only about 20% of engineering deans. The numbers are even more bleak on the engineer workforce. Women make up only 11%.
And we need women to come into this engineering workforce. We need their experiences, their viewpoints, the way they experience the world, the way they think about the world, the way they problem solve is really important in terms of making us more innovative as a profession.
Dean Ropella remembers the pushback she got as a teen.
I know when I was in high school, I remember having a high school guidance counselor who really discouraged me from taking any of the advanced science and math courses. He kept telling me to take home ec and childcare classes and that sort of thing. And fortunately, my father was a scientist and professor. When I told these things to my father, his message was, stay away from those guidance counselors. I don't want you talking to them. I actually had, senior professors say to me when I was pregnant, oh, I guess you're on the mommy track. What does that mean? When my male counterpoints are having babies, nobody says anything negative to them about stuff, right? There's no daddy track, right? Why don't I'm not hearing that expression.
In her early years, she downplayed having a family.
So for a long time, I felt like I had to hide a lot of that part of my life and make it look like there was nothing going on. And so that meant the kids went to bed and I was, working from 10 to 2 in the morning, running around like crazy, trying to get kids to daycare and to school and still get to, all my meetings on time, kind of really working a lot of extended hours to show that I could do this despite having a family.
Dr. Ropella, I have a feeling that part of your success, and I hate to say this, is probably based on the fact that you didn't make a big deal about your family on the workforce. Because if you had come in and said, oh, my kid's sick, or I feel awful, and I think you would not have been taken as seriously, and that's the reality.
I agree, and I felt like that too. And so as I said before, I didn't talk about those lessons. I just made it happen. I just managed it, relied on friends, family, just my own long work hours, my own resilience to do it.
Dean Ropella admits she could not have done it without an understanding husband and a strong support system.
I'm very blessed. I've been doing this for 30-some years. I'm very blessed to work with people that I do in a mission-based educational institution with wonderful students. College students are great, and just their, even the idealism they bring to the world is great because they have good hope and they want good things and they're motivated. And we're in a great city, right? I love Milwaukee.
This year, Dr. Ropella celebrated 30 years as Dean of the College of Engineering at Marquette. She's also the first woman to serve as Dean of the college and the first and only woman named as full professor and department chair. What kind of advice can you give young ladies?
That's a really good question. First and foremost, I would say be yourself. Be true to yourself. Find allies, find mentors, find networks. A big part of my success, honestly, has been about networking. And I had some good mentors and professors who helped me network with some of the greatest experts in the globe.
Dr. Ropella wants to see a day where women and minorities choose engineering. Ropella's mentee, Mia Shunk, has this advice for engineer hopefuls, advice she learned from her mentor.
Be yourself and don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid and just try to find that role model, even if it's not a female. Find that role model that will help push you and keep you striving.
Important words from an extraordinary role model. Smart but down to earth, accomplished but relatable. A woman who knows that movement is good for the soul and understands the formula for all of us to flourish means inviting everyone to the dance.
I think all of us female engineers here would love to do what she's doing. She's just amazing.
I decided a long time ago, when I think about my legacy and when I'm gone, what do I want people to remember me for? I decided that I don't want, my children to be saying, my mom had the cleanest floors and the cleanest toilets. For me, it's the impact I have on other people, right? That somehow I've made life a little bit better. I've given students the opportunity to think differently about what their future might be and where they're going to go, that I've helped somebody to achieve their goal. Those are the kinds of legacies we want to leave behind.